Good morning. Welcome to Water Peace Project's monthly water ceremony for peace and collective consciousness experiment series in collaboration with Aquasci. Hello, I'm Lindsay, water researcher and founder at Water Peace Project, and our mission is to inspire and educate the importance of water for peace. And our focus is supporting and advancing consciousness and water-based sciences that are basically bridging the gap between science and spirituality. And welcome to everyone around the world who's joining us online today as we get ready to celebrate our Mother Earth. We have this beautiful blue water planet behind us. And if you want to go ahead and leave a comment and let us know where you are on that planet joining us from, we really appreciate that and your resonance for this series of experiments where we are exploring the power of group consciousness and its effect on water. And so why do we care about water? Because we are water. And so when we learn about water, we learn about ourselves and our planet. And so if you're tuning in for the first time here and you want to learn more about our experiments, you could go ahead and visit our website. You can learn about our research team and our direct link to our published research where Dr. Serge Kernbach just published in the IJUS. So you can find that at waterpeaceproject.org. And we're really grateful for all of you who are joining us because this research, we need all of you to join into it. And so the way we're able to come together and connect through water and participate in these experiments and exploring the power of consciousness and also our deep connection to water. And we really believe that water really truly unites us all. And we are super honored today to be united with our honorary guests from the Choctaw Muskogee Yamassee Nation, the warriors of the Rainbow Tribe. We have Chief Spiritual Elder Daniel Eagle Warrior Ramos and Wachi clan mother Alda Glover. And so we are, hi. And we're so glad that you guys are coming together for this, to hold this space and for peace and harmony. So welcome to you both.
Thank you.
Thank you, and greetings to everyone.
And it's really an honor to be here with you because it was actually because of Dr. Emoto that we had met and the resonance that we shared for the importance of spreading Dr. Emoto's messages from water. And I feel so much gratitude and happiness that you agreed to join us here today, and also just how much you shared with me that you wanted, the importance of bringing these messages. And so, as you know, we founded Water Peace Project in the loving memory of Dr. Emoto. And so today is actually 10 years to the date when we started holding this on a monthly basis. It was just after the March 11th, 2011 disaster when Dr. Emoto had requested for this to be a day to the world's citizens to come together and unite and pray for peace. And I believe it was our July 11th, 2013 ceremony where we first met Daniel, and I had organized Dr. Emoto's tour there, and we were celebrating his 70th birthday. So we wanted to make it really extra special. We held even a birthday party with karaoke. He loves the karaoke.
Yes, he did.
And today is 1 year since we've been doing this online. So I know some of you have joined us every single month. So thank you so much for your resonance. And for those of you who've listened to our talk last month, we had Dr. Dean Radin, and he was explaining the importance of group resonance. And with regards to their consciousness research, it basically says how our consciousness affects matter. And so this is what we're doing with exploring in these collective consciousness research. Today is actually the 9th experiment of this series. And so this experiment began when we started 30 minutes, and it'll last for 30 minutes. So let's bring our attention to the water sample that we see on the screen here. And this sample is located in Germany. It's isolated and being measured 24 hours a day for its subtle changes. And so we could begin by synchronizing. Let's take 3 deep breaths, and I'll sound the crystal bowl. And let's connect to our sincere feelings of love and gratitude and direct them to the water sample now. And now I would like to open up the circle and welcome our honorary guests. We have Chief Spiritual Elder Daniel Eagle Warrior Ramos and Wachi clan Mother Alda Glover. And Daniel follows the teaching of the white buffalo and the medicine wheel. And they call him the prophecy of the eagle and condor, a spirit runner for world peace and for healing of all humanity. He is a twin flame prayer warrior, the fire keeper and carrier, and the water healer. And Wachi clan Mother Alda Glover, she specializes in shiatsu anma therapy, where she helps people balance their physical and energetic and emotional bodies into harmony and enhancing our natural awareness and connection to spirit. So, and Alda serves on the board for the Morning Star Foundation to honor and preserve Indigenous traditions, to help and restore and ensure health and the future of humans and the future of our Mother Earth. So that basically supports our life. So, and Daniel and Alda are rounded and supported in family and traditional Indigenous ceremonies and traditions, and they see that all creation is, a respective relative, and united together they honor the sacred power of the divine feminine and the divine masculine, working and serving as one, and co-producing their Peace Sundays, where they share their vision of living and working for global peace and harmony, for justice and equality, and for healthy people on a healthy planet. So welcome, Daniel and Alda. Thank you.
Thank you, Lindsay.
Greetings, Lindsay, granddaughter of the people of the liquid blue continent nations. Beautiful way. And thank you. As some may see, our little Manx kitty. It's walking the edge of the world. In that purity of essence, all the medicines of all creation live and from. We are. This is my child. This little kid here is my child, and this woman here is. We are all so connected as we are from the beautiful essence of the sacred waters. In our traditional way, I also do follow the untraditional guidance of the unseen great mystery. And in that, sometimes I'm in that tradition, other times I'm in what is called maybe non-traditional, but it is always ceremony. Life is ceremony. Water is present generally at almost every ceremony of all many nations. In Lakota, which are my teachings as well, Chokashkla, Wakan, is the hoop of all the nations that have come together. We float upon this beautiful presence of a being we call a planet, but it is our mother. It is our Anahuac, our turtle island, on which it is that we sit. And with that, in the traditional way, you may be looking at what you see is a capsule of experiment of water. This is a holy being for me. And in a traditional way, I introduce myself. Okia titia, this day sacred alt. Don't snanamati, quautli yao. Don't chinama, tishnami hina. Oh, great creator, creator there, creator here, source of all life, lives within. And in this way, I've learned to introduce myself to all the sacred four elements of life, of which water is one of them, and the feminine. So I respectfully introduced myself, even reminded as I was a child in playing in rivers and in beaches, I didn't know who you were, but today I'm in the wakefulness of spirituality in my own traditional walk, that I see you, and I know from day one, from my mother's womb, you always saw me. And in this beautiful way, I come today to join with all the waters of the world in these human earth forms, all the waters of the world from the very beginning of the beyond time. And we are here in this way. And in the loving prayer of joy and love from this Yolo, the heart of this warrior, in a humbled way, called now, and not by accident or coincidence, that in a place of 70 revolutions around the sun, the time that I met Dr. Imoto, is no accident or coincidence that in this sacred space and time that is not with space or time, in this timelessness of the circle, we come together for this ceremony. And when that, all I do is I walk within the waters of life within us. In a beautiful, beautiful story, small short story, as these little fishes were baby and children fishes playing in the ocean. And this elder fish was peeking around the corner, watching them play back and forth. And the little fish noticed there was this elder peeking around at the corner while they were playing out in the middle of this vast ocean we call Mother Ocean. And they said, oh, the elder's there. And everyone stopped. And the elder comes out, swimming, faces all of the children, looks around and says, water's great today, isn't it? And they looked at each other and said, yeah, the water's really good. And the elder turns around and swims away. And one of the children looks at the other and says, what's water? And the other one says, I don't know, but we better go find it. The essence, in one sense, of the message of the story is that we're always walking in water. Here, we're always walking in spirit. Here. And it's the unseen source, creation, that we are, the sacred oneness of all things together. And so with that, the laughter, I get to the place where I've stopped clinging to the shores of life and been hit and pounded by the boulders and the branches over the river, and I started listening to the voice within of the holy waters that lie within me. It said, let go. Let go, Danny. Let go, Daniel. Let go, warrior. Let go. And as I came into the knowing and the letting going, I started in the flowing. And today, I hope you see, I am also the glowing. Aho, Mutaki Asen.
Hi, Dan. Alda, how are you?
I'm wonderful, Lindsay, and I'm really happy to be here. I'm honored that you've included us in this. Water is life. We know that water is sacred, water is life, and it's everywhere on the planet. And it's from the clouds onto the mountains as snow and rain, and flows down through rivers, through all over the planet, into ponds and streams and lakes, and finally to the ocean, to the deepest part of the ocean. It's everywhere. It's in all of the plants, it's in all of the animals, and well, all of the animals, people being animals, it's in all of us. We are mostly water. So changing the vibration, lifting the vibration, putting joy and love and healing into water takes it everywhere, into everything, to all our relations, all the plants and animals. There is no life without water, and we need to show reverence to that. We've disrespected water long enough. And people in the desert lands, I'm sure, have more reverence and respect for water than someone like myself that grew up next to an ocean. But we still love it, and we need to share that love with all the water that we come into contact with. Or even if we just know where it is, sending love and energy to a specific part of water. cycles everywhere. All water goes everywhere. The water that's in our bodies will end up in an animal, in a fish, in something else, somewhere on the planet at some point in time. So it's something that we all share, and it's a beautiful way to share our love and our joy and have that raise the vibration of the planet as we raise the vibration of the water.
That's amazing. You both give me goosebumps when you speak. Honestly, Daniel, when you made the full circle with us connecting again from when we first united with Dr. Emoto on his 70th birthday, and now you have also made that mark. And the resonance, this is where our power is together, right? Like we know that we have an effect and we can come together and unite in this way. And resonance was one of the most important lessons that I learned from Dr. Emoto. It was the first lesson he said to me when I met him, and that's what we're doing here by synchronizing. And we're collectively opening and connecting our hearts and directing our sincere feelings of love and gratitude to the same water sample at the same exact time. And this resonance means that we are creating this neural coherence, or these spiraling waves of consciousness that are creating a morphic field. And it was Dr. Emoto often shared about the work of Dr. Rupert Sheldrake, and his research was, and the impact consciousness has on objects is fascinating. And how our lives are made possible, like you said, by this unseen energy. And so, this is something very important, and why, it's even the act of looking at something and focusing your attention has an effect on it. That's essentially, where all our power is, right? So we all have that ability to come together and create this morphic field. And so you can see these experiments clearly when you do the rice experiment and how our intentions affect matter. And Dr. Emoto believed if we combine the lessons that we learn from that water teaches us, and with these theories that Dr. Sheldrake proposes about how our consciousness and the act of looking at something affects it, we could really go a long way into unlocking our true power and the mysteries of the world. Basically, we really learned for sure, we get that affirmation that we do have, each of us does carry that power to change the world. So, and if we could use it all at the same time to the maximum, I feel like we could just change the world in a second. So let's keep that in mind, the fact that we're creating this resonant morphic field. And let's begin the water ceremony. And first, I'll sound the crystal ball, and Daniel will begin the ceremony with a prayer and blessing. And then we will chant the ceremony prayers together. I'll share the Grand Invocation in Japanese, and Alda will share the Ho'oponopono prayer. So, and during the ceremony, if you want to just, keep your feet on the ground, maybe prayer hands if you like, if you're comfortable, making that energetic circuit, and we'll continue to direct our feelings to the water sample at the same time. So.
O great and holy one, sacred Alt, we come together in the hearts of many to join us as one, that our molecular water memory recognize not only our lineages, but also the future, to see clean water, the sacred element around all of us, all within us. We make this prayer. We ask to bring forward the consciousness that through the subconscious and even the unconscious, joined together as one, as we are part of the sacred world we call Mother Earth. And we are inside as well as outside. laying at the bottom of the deepest ocean in this very moment, living, breathing, loving, forgiving, and healing for all that is necessary for our world to be renewed and rebirthed today as we step out from this place in another time from a womb of life, of love and joy, and the truth of who you really are, that all lies within us. Aho, takyas.
Now I'd like to share the Grand Invocation prayer, which is a powerful kotte dhamma, which is the meaning of spirit of words. And it was a mantra created for peace on earth by Dr. Emoto's master. And the meaning, we'll be chanting it in Japanese, but the meaning in English is: the eternal power of the universe has gathered itself to create a world of true and grand harmony. And so their hopes were that at least 10% of the world's population would join in to chant this mantra. And that purpose is, to tip the scale of, to create this wave of energy. And when we look at vibrations, we know like frequencies attract, activate, and resonate. And so we can do this by sounding in harmony together and chanting that. So you can join in, just repeat after me. It's we'll break it into 4 sentences. You can just sound it out. Uycu no mugen no.
Uycu no mugen no.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Makoto no diawa no.
Makoto no diawa no.
Miyo ga nari natta.
Miyo ga nari natta.
Uycu no mugen no.
Uycu no mugen no.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Makoto no diawa no.
Makoto no diawa no.
Miyo ga nari natta.
Miyo ga nari natta.
Uycu no mugen no.
Uycu no mugen no.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Chikara ga kori kotte.
Makoto no diawa no.
Makoto no diawa no.
Miyo ga nari natta.
Miyo ga nari natta. I'm now going to do the Ho'oponopono prayer. And this is a powerful Hawaiian prayer for reconciliation. So if you can please connect to your spirit, and we'll say it 3 times. You can repeat after me. Water, I am sorry.
Water.
Sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, I am sorry.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, please forgive me.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I thank you.
Water, I love you.
Water, I love you.
So this completes our water ceremony. And if you want to take these blessings with you, you know, this can ripple out throughout your day and your journey. And I'm just so grateful for Alda and Daniel to join us as we're getting ready to celebrate Earth Day. And I know Dr. Emoto would be so happy that we've united, and I really felt him during the ceremony. I had all those goosebumps, and he always would say that goosebumps meant truth. But, and I know that he had invited you to come to Japan and become Hado instructors, and I know they would. You didn't get to make it before he departed, but it's my hope that you really do get to go, because I know they would really open arms receive you and really love to have you there. So thank you so much for you, both of you joining us today.
Thank you so much for inviting us, Lindsay. This is important work, and it's simple work, and we can all do it, and it just becomes more powerful when we join together.
Yes, and I've come to the place of comprehending in my own walk that at the time I was invited and made plans to go, it's been put off this while, which didn't happen because I needed to wait for the sacred waters of the feminine to enter my life at the right time, that I was now ready and prepared, and have done the work I've needed to in clearing my own self of things that I've needed to let go. So it's a blessing, and we look forward to joining you, Lindsay, in other endeavors to point out the healing of our world through the sacred waters and the sacred feminine of life. Hope.
And I would also like to mention that the Unity and Diversity World Council does Peace Sundays every week online. It's a program similar to this, where people are just sharing the projects and the events that they're holding to create peace.
I love it. Thank you both. And if you guys want to connect with Daniel and Alda, please, you can join them on April 18th for the Unity and Diversity World Council on peacesundays.org. And we also have a contact form for them on waterpeaceproject.org. So if you want to connect with them there, you can reach right out there on our Peace Partner tab. And for those of you who want to join us for our next ceremony or experiment, just check our schedule, because today actually kicks off our first day of 11 days of global love and gratitude, where we're paying our respect to water for Earth Day celebrations. And we're going to have, starting tomorrow, it will be a daily meditation, and it'll be every day at 11 a.m. for a live stream. And also we have a water fasting. And then on April 22nd, we have a special water ceremony and water crystal photography experiment. So that's really exciting. We have Dr. Emoto's son joining us as our special guest with Dr. Kumunga Andrahanetti. And she actually we're going to share her guided meditation after that. It's called Kissing the Earth at One Breath at a Time. And so that's really awesome. And so all these things are free. All it takes is your sincere heart. So we hope that you'll tune in same time next month for May 11th at 11 a.m. And we just really appreciate all of you every time that we see you here. So, and especially Daniel and Alda, everyone, thank you so much. Welcome. I mean,
Thank you.
we welcome you back again. Thank you.
Thank
Arigato.
you.
Arigato.
Bye.